Guys, coming to you live from the nicest beach ever in Bretagne in France. So really quickly, I just want to talk about the holidays. Like I've been having a lot of people talk about social anxiety and just post-COVID, being with family, having to go around like the dinner table and just like things feeling off, feeling like you used to have these like social I guess mannerisms and skills, right, that came so easy to you. You didn't have to think twice about them, and now you find yourself with family you maybe haven't seen in a long time, and you're like, what the fuck, I forgot how to socialize. Or not even that, just you might even be feeling like some social anxiety because you've just been so used to your routine of that the pandemic has put you in, right? So used to kind of that cocoon of what's safe and what's easy. And I just want to say that, like, really quickly, if you have a lot of 12th house planets or Pisces planets or Neptune aspects, that you might be someone who really feels like things are almost too much. Like you might like for example, like you might really take in other people's energy, especially in like a family holiday time. Like everyone's gone through crazy fucking times. Like this is like the gnarliest like energy right now, because a lot of people, not everyone, many people are with their families that they haven't really been able to be with in a long time, in some way. Maybe they did get together last year, I don't fucking know. And people have been through crazy times since they last saw each other. And when you have these types of placements, you could also throw in Scorpio, Cancer, whatever. I mean, really, it's not in astrology, it's not like just because you have these placements, these signs, you're not gonna have the ability to feel this. It's just gonna be more intense for like the 12th house Pisces Neptune energy, because that's what it's about. It breaks down boundaries, right? But you're really gonna feel a lot of other people's emotions, other people's energies, and I really think it's important. Like, so for me, like, I make it very clear to everyone in my life, whether it's like a relationship, a friend, a family member, like everyone, I tell everyone, like, very to their honest, like, I don't like being around people a lot. And it sounds weird at the start. Like, I can handle like a certain amount of social interaction each day, but at the end of the day, I'm going to retreat into my room. I want to have like a little zone that's just mine. I'll spend money to get an Airbnb if I have to. I haven't done that, but I'm gonna have to have one for a few days. That's a different story because there's so many families staying at this one house. And that's it, like, I need to kind of have time alone to recharge. Like right now, I just went on an amazing run. Feel great. Great, like, air. Look at all these rocks. I have so many crazy memories on these rocks. Like, I don't even know. I think I was having like a spiritual awakening last time I was here. I was like coming to this beach at like 5 a.m. or like really late at night. It's like fucking frozen. I'm like, the water's like up to here, and I'm climbing on these rocks, like going super far, like really risking my life. I could slip and die, and just like watch, like hearing the waves crash on the rocks, and just like thinking and talking. I don't even know what I was doing, but I think I had like a spiritual awakening, honestly. I think this beach was like a big part of it, because it's so like empty and so beautiful. And yeah. Anyways, back to the video. And I made like a whole other video that I just fucking hated. I just deleted it. I was like, fuck this. The only good part of the last video was like, I was at a different beach that was like maybe a little bit, not prettier, but like it was very nice angles and stuff and whatever. But yeah, I can stand like this. So basically, this is pretty much the point. You're gonna feel a lot of stuff that's not yours. Create boundaries, even with your own family. Like, just because it's family time, people have this idea that like they have to be with their families 24/7 and do everything. And if you're like me, like, I don't care who it is. I don't care if my family is like 5 incarnates of Jesus Christ and Buddha, and like perfect beings. Okay, maybe then I'd want to be around them all the time. But like, that's like, no human is like that, right? And I honestly, even if they were like that, I'd probably still want my alone time. As crazy as that sounds. And those are extreme examples. But yeah, so you get the point. So it's like about like creating boundaries and just like letting people know. Like, I literally, like, we don't really talk much about my emotions in my family. And honestly, I don't like talking about my emotions in front of my family. Fuck, like I don't. But like, if I'm going through some shit, like, I was really feeling insane 3 nights ago from the Neptune square that I have, all the transits I have, which are like 10 out of 10 fucked up right now. And I just told people, like I'm going through a tough period. Like last time I was going through a period this tough, that's like when I got addicted to drugs. And it's true. I've checked all my transits, and I feel great today, and literally like all I needed was like 10 hours of fucking REM sleep, and I felt like a new person the next day. But it's almost like what I'm trying to say is with this video is like, by me being able to like kind of just like say like, look, like really quickly, even if it's just like one thing, like it's a tough period. I think, you know, it kind of lets people know, it kind of lets people adjust. And then you know, then like you feel better once you admit to things, you know. It's like vulnerability, and I fucking hate it, honestly. I definitely have some toxic masculinity. I don't like talking about my emotions with like, you know, with family members, but like I do like once in a while, you know, like one, like, you know, maybe one sentence every 5 years. I'm joking, guys, but like, yeah. That's like kind of one thing is like, once you kind of tell people and you're honest with people and you're not playing the victim, you're just like telling it how it is. A lot of times the energy kind of goes away, like the difficult part of the energy. It's like I come on here, I'm on this Instagram when I'm going through tough times because I don't really give a fuck about what people think about me, and I'll literally tell people like, hey, I'm feeling depressed. Anyone else feeling depressed? And I'll talk about it because people love when I go into detail about my life. And at this point, I really don't care like what people know or don't know, you know. I've wrote a book that tells everything, so it's like I've realized that like there's something that happens energetically, like when you completely, it's kind of like the whole idea with art too, is right when you completely like let something out, right, that's completely honest about yourself. It's not like a lie. You're not trying to like make your life look way better than it is or make yourself look way better than it is. When you do that, there's some magic thing that happens where whatever like energetic prison you were in, you kind of get released from it, right? And yeah, so that's kind of what these are a few tips for this current time. And you know, with the 12th house Pisces Neptune thing, just understand that like you're gonna probably need to set more firm boundaries. Like I'm with a bunch of people who have like Taurus and Cancer and Capricorn, like cardinal signs right now. So for them it's easier to, you know, to kind of like be around each other all day. And like, it's not that I don't love them as much as they love me. It's not like that at all. It's just like, I'm different. I'm just built different. I've always been like this since I was a kid, where I'm the kid that like goes on my own in my room, imagine, like kind of have my own like imagination. Like I like being alone. And then like I come to people when I'm ready to come to people, you know? I've never liked being forced to kind of like do anything I don't want to do. I like choosing when I come and surprising people and stuff. I don't know. So anyways, I hope this video helps people in any ways. If you're going through any of this stuff, like, yeah, comment, let me know how the time's going for you. If you're feeling any like type of social anxiety also. That was like what my deleted video was about. I just talked about the main thing to take away from that video that I deleted was like, usually you think people are thinking a lot more about you than they really are. Usually like people are thinking nearly completely about, like in a social, like let's say like a dinner scenario, let's say there's 15 people are thinking about themselves and how they look. People are self-conscious by nature, and people have this tendency to think, because they're self-conscious, that everyone else is thinking about them. But then it's this whole like loop where everyone else thinks that everyone else is thinking about them, but they're really just thinking about themselves and no one else is thinking about them. So keep that in mind and use that knowledge if you have social anxiety. All right, guys, I'm tuning out, checking out. Hope you guys have a good week, a good day, and bye-bye from France. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.